A pair of powerful rivals squaring off in one of the nation's hottest rivalries.
It's just going to be crazy. There's going to be a lot of people there, and the intensity is going to be real high. Our whole team's going to be up. I know that, and I'm sure they'll be up too.
This New Jersey senior in Cincinnati, Ohio. Welcome to ESPN Scholastic Sports America, the only show bringing you national coverage of high school sports.
ESPN presents the youth of America doing their best on Scholastic Sports America. ESPN Scholastic Sports America is brought to you by McDonald's. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. By the Coca-Cola Company and your local Coca-Cola bottlers. And by the U.S. Army. Learn to get an edge on life. Be all you can be.
This trophy goes to the king of the block, the winner of the arch-rival Princeton Moeller game. The red side is for the Vikings of Princeton, ranked #1 in the city of Cincinnati, #1 in Ohio, and in the top 10 nationally.
I don't think anyone expected us to be undefeated at this point in the season, coming off a championship season.
We have the most points of anyone really right now in the state of Ohio in the computer system. So we're assured of a playoff berth regardless of whether we win or lose.
The blue side is for the Crusaders of Moeller. Moeller has been the winningest team in the state the last 2 decades, winner of 4 national championships and the Ohio State champion 7 times.
We have good players that want to work hard. I wouldn't say that, you know, we're in the last 3 or 4 years overly talented as far as, you know, great players. We have our share.
The team's been together for 3 years, and for 3 years we've been all working towards the same goal, and that's the state championship.
The winner of this trophy has gone on to win the Ohio State Championship 10 out of the last 13 years.
North 34 on 1, North 34 on 1.
Moeller went into the game this year 8-1, needing a victory.
We almost have to win it to be in the playoffs. We would have a chance to be in it if we didn't win it, but it would be something that we'd have to wait for other teams to do for us, and that isn't a very good omen.
The whole season kind of boils down to this game. It's where everybody comes out to see it. It's everybody's game. And I'm very emotional because of the loss last year, and we all played our hearts out. So that just makes it even more emotional for this year.
Every year there's a lot riding on this one game, but it remains a friendly rivalry.
It's a friendly game, but the game itself, you know, it's very intense. But after the game, you know, we shake hands with them, and it's really a friendly contest.
It's real intense. I mean, you can see it before the game and really during the game, but after the game with friends, it's not a hate rivalry.
Moeller's winning tradition has fostered a young fan club. They predict a Moeller win.
I predict Moeller 35, Princeton 24. Yeah, score. Yeah.
Everyone had their own idea of the game's outcome.
I think the game will be won by defense, and I think the game will be won by who runs the ball the best.
They're going to come out passing. We're going to pick at least 3 off the first half, probably 4 the second half.
I want the quarterback, you know. I'm have his name on my pants, you know, Friday, so I got to get him.
Game day at Moeller looks like most days. The usual beat Princeton signs, calmness in the school, until, of course, you enter the gym.
The skies were blue, and it was time to play football.
In another gymnasium just a few miles from Moeller, the excitement meter is pegged. Princeton gets itself into a football state of mind. All week long, the faculty at Princeton held a contest, the King of the Block Trophy Hunt. Clues were given every morning as to the location of the trophy. The finder received this sweatshirt. 3 hours later, the mood in the Moeller locker room was more serious.
It's a big game. They all are because you're in it. Good luck. God bless.
Express predicted an air attack. The stats on the starting quarterbacks were almost identical. After 9 games, Casey Fisher had thrown for 1,682 yards. Mattress had thrown 1 yard short of that in the same number of games.
Over 11,000 people showed up here tonight, rain and all, to cheer on their favorite teams here at Nippert Stadium of the University of Cincinnati. Both teams are facing something new tonight, AstroTurf. But Princeton says no problem. They've got a fast team, and AstroTurf helps to accentuate their speed. And Moeller doesn't mind either. Their athletic director said here in Ohio in the fall, if it's not AstroTurf, it's mud. Take your pick. Now, if you don't think this is serious business, take a look at this program book. This is the Moeller program book, 1.5 pounds, 250 pages. This is Ohio high school football at its best.
The hype was over, and the 27th meeting of these two schools was underway. Moeller's defense, led by Mike Nichols, wasted no time, sacking John Mattress early in the first quarter. Casey Fisher had no trouble starting his attack, hitting Chris Jenkins across the middle. The attack continued when he found running back Mike Alexa, who put Moeller within reach. The very next play, Craig Griffey, son of former Cincinnati Red Ken Griffey, runs for a 4-yard touchdown and puts Moeller on top 7-0. In the second quarter, Princeton changes their game and goes to the run. Craig Thompson finds a hole in the Moeller line. That run helps to set up this 1-yard touchdown by John Mattress. With the score tied at 7 and no let-up in the rain, the band took the field. In the second half, the air attack by Fisher was unstoppable.
Fisher dropping back with the protection with Super. Go, Steve, he's got a wide open receiver. That's up to the 40-yard line. I'm going to give him the 29-yard line. Wide out both sides. Who's to the lone back? This Fisher back in the pocket. Here comes the pressure. Throws deep downfield. He's got out the 10. He's at the 9-yard line.
Mike Alexa picked up 5 of his 69 yards on this run and set up Craig Griffey for his second touchdown of the game with 34 seconds left in the third period. The score 14-7. Fisher threw a 22-yard pass to Joe Topher in the corner of the end zone with 6:51 left to put Moeller up 21-7. Princeton still had hope after Chris Woods intercepted a Fisher pass with 2:44 to play. Mattress scrambled out of the pocket and found receiver Dan Rogers with only 1:36 on the clock. But it was too little, too late.
This is the biggest win of my life. I don't know what to say. This is incredible. It's the best feeling. I can't even describe it.
Moeller stopped Princeton's 14-game winning streak and became this year's King of the Block. But as sure as there is high school football in Ohio, these two powerhouses will be slugging it out for King of the Block trophy next year.
So the series now stands. Moeller has won 20 games, Princeton just 6. A big win for the Crusaders over last year's defending state champs. They handed Princeton their first defeat of the season, and that puts them in the playoffs where they could possibly meet up with Princeton again. We wish both teams all the best. Well, coming up, a high school student...